What's up, everybody? I'm the Tully Monster, and welcome back to the Promised Land. And today we're going to kind of expand this area, make it a little more, just make it look a little better. Not so choppy, a little bigger, a little rounder, and that kind of thing. I set out my little corners here and here. That'll help me figure this thing out. 7 on all sides. As you can see, I chopped down a big old charge of forest over there, and that is to build our fisherman's dream little shackola to keep all our fishing gear and all that kind of stuff in. One of these days, when we actually brave the night, get some string, that kind of stuff. Perhaps we will brave the night in our next video. But that's yet to be seen. First, we got to get ourselves a fishing shack. But before I go do that, I wanna clean this mess up some, because we don't want to mess in front of the Lord's wall. I kind of sort of ran this video, or what are the words I'm looking for? Recorded this video, at least its pieces, before I even posted my last video. So there's no extra shout outs really to give out on this one. So, seeing how there's no major shoutouts to give out, we just get right into building here. But, yeah, so I'll just go ahead and build this thing out. Basically, I'm just going 7 down the sides with a little, like a 4-block corner on it. Kind of round it out a little bit. Thinking about fencing it on the outsides at one point. Try to keep creepers and mobs and stuff out of here, just because they don't need to be in here. I'm not really sure how I want to do that yet. I could just, slay them with a sword, but I don't know. I don't know if I should leave it open or not. Maybe you guys give me some hints. What do you think would look good? We're almost far enough out there. We gotta come out here. I need 3 gaps, so we'll plunk a couple more of these down. I think we need to come out farther. First we gotta dig this out though. Come one out, so we gotta dig those out. Get our trusty shovel. Get all this junk dug out of the way. And while I'm digging this out of the way, I'd like to share a little scripture with y'all, if that's alright by you guys. For some strange reason, I just, this bit of scripture come across me out of the book of Luke, chapter 20, verse 17, 18, and 19. Oh, wait a minute, never mind. Just 17 and 18. 19 just ended up on there because I could only copy this big old chunk and couldn't figure out how to do it better. But at any rate, Jesus was doing some teaching in the courts and what have you, and I can't remember exactly the pretext that they were given, but he was giving parables. I believe it was the parable of the vineyard. But at any rate, it comes out of there, and Jesus looked directly at them and asked, "Then what is the meaning of that which is written? The stone the builders rejected has become the capstone. Everyone who falls on that stone will be broken to pieces, but he whom it falls on will be crushed." And that kind of ripped them guys. They knew he was speaking these words against them, because he just got done telling a parable about the fact that, well, I guess I can't really get into that because I didn't do enough research for it. But, yeah, like I say, that's Luke chapter 20, verse 17 and 18. So if you'd like any pretext or subcontext to that, it's something you might need to look up, or if you'd really like if you'd like me to go into it any deeper, leave a comment or something, or perhaps just ask the question of the thing, and I'll get a little bit more information on that. But basically, of course, the capstone that he's talking about is the capstone is also the cornerstone, and as we stated in our last video that the cornerstone is the analogy for Jesus. Jesus is the cornerstone. He's also the capstone. And Jesus is the stone that the builders rejected kind of situation, you know. And that's why that's why the teachers of the law and what have you were all bent out of shape. As you can see, we got our little wall here, Explicit Fuse, the Whiz Kid, the Obby, the King Suki, all them peeps out there. Might as well have a little bit of a shout out, right? It's there. Might as well read a couple names off of it. Obdurate Gaming is doing a really cool series, the old Stampy Sky Island Challenge. I think he's 7 or 8 in by the time I'm posting this. So, you know, go check that out. If anybody else would like a shout out, drop a comment in the comments section and we'll do that. But now that we got that there pad all built up, why don't we come over here and work on this baby? But first, we're going to kill this squid because he is just extremely in a simple place right now. Oh, I got his ink sac right there in my hand. Don't need to go hunt it no more. But anyhow, we're going to change color up here a little bit. I got lots of birch trees, so we're going to go ahead and build this baby out of birch. And first, we're going to start off with some slabs here. I do like a little porch thing on the front, a little bit of a raised porch to start off with here. Our building's going to be, I think I went with 7 across, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 should do. Go ahead and get our blocks up here. See, that's the window, that's the door, that's the next corner. Piggy wig. I remember how many I was gonna make this thing wide. I kinda planned this out earlier. Did a little bit of a mock-up, and I guess because in Xbox One you can copy worlds, so I almost have them doubled up. I work on one and kind of get an idea for what I want to build, and then I come in here and make the video of it, kind of deal. I do them side by side like that because I really don't want to mess up and you know, like lose a big chunk of work inside this one and have a bunch of stuff that's not been done. I want most of what happens in this world to be on video. So anyhow, it's not looking too bad. Let's go ahead and build up our walls and see how we like it. We'll put our door there, we'll put a double window there. Go ahead and build this all the way around. And we'll put our window in here. I want a 2-window gap with a corner, so we're not far enough back because we only got 3 blocks there. And you go back one more. It'll give us a 2x2 window on the sides. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm gonna do kind of this nifty little thing with some stairs right here. So let's go make some stairs. Technically I only need 4, but I'll grab 8 just for good measure here. Get those out of my hand. There we go. Go ahead and chop this one out. Chop that one out. This way my window will be level with the floor. It'll be a nice viewing window into there. Let's go build our frame up here a little bit. I think that's far enough. And just build these babies up, see what we come up with. Can't remember how high I wanted to make it. Let's just build away. Let's see, go there, leave a gap on there. Build that over there, because that's our 2x window. Come back up here, finish building this baby up. And leave it kind of stair-stepped so we can make sure we can get back up there if we need to. It's getting pretty close to dark. Really need to get over here and go to bed. At least I can sleep this time. Not like the last video where I spent like 15-20 seconds just trying to sleep in the bed. Go ahead and build this back wall up. I'm going to leave it solid, so dealing with it should be easy enough. Plenty of planks in my possession. Throw those on the floor because I'm a noob. Can't be bothered with that. I don't want that block there. What's wrong with me? Let's just build that up and build this back across. I think I'm 2, 3. Yeah, I'm up one too high on the front there. And just build these across. Or not. Let's just go ahead and place our window frame in here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, we got a 3 by there, so we can chop that off of the top of that. Guess I kind of needed to take it up that high just so I could have something to place those stairs on. I guess I could have stacked them on the top, or you know, placed them on the side of the other planks, but it'll be all right. Chop all this out, finish our walls up around here. Finish those, connect that across. Get us some slabs in here, because this way we get a 3.5 tall roof on the inside by using slabs here instead of full planks. Although technically I could have went one higher and just left it a full 4 tall, but I'm good with 3.5. I kind of like that look of that half a block sticking down there like that. I need more slabs, so I gotta go use a crafting table. Leave myself a way to get back up there. That'll get me up and down when I do the roof too, so needed that in there anyhow. Let's go ahead and we'll get 12 more slabs. 2 more sets of 6. That ought to finish us off. Go ahead and hop back on up here. Fill them babies in here. Tedious work, half slabs. There we go. That's not looking too shabby. Have us a peek at that. Yeah, not looking too bad. I'm gonna put the bed there and a chest there. Let's go ahead and finish off these walls though. One there, a couple here. Take that one out. Gives us our 2 2x2s. Our little bay window thing going on there. Light this baby up just a hair. Should be plenty of light in here to keep mobs from spawning. Go ahead and get us some glass so we can go make some window panes, because window panes fall to the center and you get a whole pile of them out of 16. 6 pieces of glass gives you 16 window panes, which is pretty epic. It's like you know, 2.5 times production, so you can fill 2.5 times as many squares with them. Go ahead and plonk them down right in there like such. It's not looking too shabby. And I think I'll get a full block of glass there. A little transom for looking deal over the top of the door. And speaking of doors, let's go ahead and get a couple furnishings put in here. Let's grab us some stone slabs right here for a countertop. Go over here and grab a door and a, what do you call that thing, a trap door, because we're gonna need a little flapper-do. And get them stone slabs up. Might as well get our door in. If we put our door in open and we close it, I guess we put it in closed and we now open it. Now mobs think that that door's open, they try to go through it. They won't try to break down an open door. So therefore, in hard mode, zombies won't beat down my door that way. Go ahead and plunk those babies down for a nice countertop. Now we need something to go here. What the heck did I have here when I mocked this up? Oh, crafting table. That'll be our fishy. That'll be our fishy slaying area. Almost like a chopping block or something. Go ahead and place our trap door right on the top corner of that. There we go. We got a little flapper door. Go in and out back here. Go grab our bed. Go plunk that down back here. This will double as our little kind of house and our first little house and shack area. Go ahead and, yeah, see, you can't see the bed back there whenever you're on the outside. So it works out alright. I like it. I dig it. Dig it, man. And grab that out of there. Let's see, it's squid down there. I think I'm going to go whack that sucker. Yeah, it's not looking too shabby. Let's go whack a squid, though. Alright, let's not whack a squid. Let's go do something else. Thought it was time to whack a squid. If my commentary doesn't exactly match up with what's going on, I thought I was going to go whack a squid right there. I know I go whack a squid here in a minute. Because I do videotape these before laying my commentary over them, and I kind of lost track. Squid's just over there taunting me. Alright, now it's time. Take it, squid, take it. That's right. Go over there, break dance over there in front of me like that. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get ourselves a whole boatload of planks. A wheel over here and get our little peak. Get our peak started on our building so we can put a roof on this bad boy. Go ahead and we'll just do a standard little 45-degree angled roofie here. I have a center line, so I can't match back-to-back stairs, but I'm gonna go ahead and do an oak roof on this to give it a little variation, a little darker roof than I got. Almost could have went and got any other kind of wood, but I got plenty of oak, so we'll go ahead and do it with that. Go over here and make us a whole boatload of oak planks. Not oak planks, but oak stairs. And we will half these up a little bit and see how many we can get here. How even can we make this pile? Yeah, let's just go with that and see what we got. Yeah, maybe it'll make it. See how many we got left. If we need more, we'll come down and make some more. I hate having a whole pile of stairs left over. I always put them in a chest and never remember to go use them next time I need them. Just hop up here and fill in these easy ones first. Something like that. Always into the easy way, right? Go ahead and do a jump in place here. I'm only gonna bring it out to right there because we're gonna put a little storefront on here. If anybody's got any suggestions for a name for this store, go ahead and leave them in the comments, because I spent like 10 minutes just trying to think of a good name for this video, because I was going to name the store that, but I couldn't come up with a good name for the store. I was thinking the tackle shop or something like that, but it's not really a tackle shop because you don't buy tackle there. I didn't know what to call a good, I couldn't think of any fish store names. But I plan on furnishing it with some, chest full of fishes and some fishing rods and that kind of stuff eventually. Go over here and make some slabs. Go ahead and plunk down on top of that peak. If anybody's ever wondered how to keep the the flow of the roof on a, you know, step-by-step basis. You just top that center one if you got a center block, just like that with a half slab, and that keeps them, you know, stepping up half a slab at a time, but still going up at a 45-degree angle. Go ahead and put a torch in the middle of this, because last thing we want is a zombie or a spider or something making a bunch of noise in the attic. So let's go ahead and jump down here and have us a nappy do, because it's getting dark. And close ourselves in here, make sure we're good and safe behind our counter. Not like there's too many people in here to be selling stuff to, but you know, it's more about the idea of how it works more than the fact that anybody would need to buy anything and go kill a couple spiders and make their own fishing rod. Anyhow, let's go up here and make this little storefront kind of deal on here, like the old day back in the old Western era, where you had peaked roofs on the back, but you got these big like square fronts on them with the store signs and stuff. It's kind of the idea I was going for here. So I'm gonna plunk that down here. We're gonna go, our building's what, 7 wide, so we're gonna go ahead and go 9 wide here. I'm gonna make it 5 tall, so up 4 more and cut back across here. We're gonna put a little picture on the inside of this bad boy. Pretty compact little thing. Let's see, torch on top. No, I don't want a torch on top, but I do want a torches back here somewhere. Let's see, that block's gonna be blocked, so let's go ahead and put a torch on there. Put it one in from each corner. That one's not going to have a block, so that's not going to work out for me. I have a block there, and a block there. Go one more, and I'm going to need some darker wood for the rest of this thing. Originally, I'd kind of thought about making it out of filling it in with wool, but I just realized I can do this a lot easier. I happened to be wandering around here a little while between videos and saw a dark oak forest over here, so I'm gonna boogie down this direction and just go chop me down some good dark oak. Just grab a couple blocks here to do what I gotta do today. One of these days I'll probably chop down half a forest of this just so I have it on hand for use, but that gives me a nice dark block. Now I need something that's a little, not quite as dark. Need darker, but not quite as dark as that. So I'll run to the far side of this bad boy and boogie over along this ridge, and I saw some spruce trees over here. We'll use those. I don't want to give away what I'm making until we see it. Saving it for a surprise. And again, it is kind of the fisherman shop, so guessing a lot of people, now that I've gone this far into detail, are probably already kind of guessing what I'm putting on it. But if you haven't guessed it yet, then it'll be a surprise. Let's go ahead and boogie on back over here. Anyhow, in the first video, I was talking about being my old brother trucker and what have you, and the whole story of whenever I found the Lord and all that good stuff. The plain and simple fact that I found the Lord through logical deduction. And if anybody is or is not a Christian, and one question is usually synonymous between either or set, you know, kind of situation, is you know, why do you believe? You know, a lot of people, you know, the big put off is, why do you believe? Well, I ain't gonna believe in something that you just gotta believe in. And the cool thing about God is you don't just gotta believe in him. You know, it's sensible to do so. And I don't really want to go into all that right now because it's a big, long, drawn-out process. And you know what? I don't think I got enough video to figure it all out. If anybody would like to know, then you know, drop a question in the comments. Drop a comment in the comments. You know, I'd be happy to give you some backstory on that, if you'd like. I don't want to push it over the top of anybody, but I'll go ahead and get my dark oak. This is gonna be one block of that right there, and we'll fill the rest in with spruce. But yeah, just whet your appetite with a little bit of teaser there, and then possibly tempt somebody into asking some questions of the old Tully Monster. I'd love for you to ask me some questions, but you know, that's up to you guys. Wow, I totally did not work that the way I was hoping it would work. Little preview of what I was trying to make there, if you could make it out fast enough, but see if I can't build up here and fill that in. See if I can't break that off there. Can't quite reach that. So we'll jump up on top back there and go fill that in from the back side. I should be able to fill it in from that, through that little gap right there in that stair. And there we go. All finished up. Let's go have us a peek at this baby. Finished product, well, mostly. It's a fishy. So that's the fish shop, or tackle shop, or whatever. If got any, like I said, you got a good name for this baby, pop it down in the comments. I'd really like to. It'd be really cool to, you know, see what you guys come up with. Go ahead and knock that out. Finish our put a little awning up here on this thing. Kind of nifty. Gotta have your little awning, so when it's raining, your customers can stay out of the rain, sit out there on the porch and shoot the breeze, you know. Although I'd rather sit in behind the counter and shoot the breeze because it's warm. But that'll work. But yeah, that's we need to connect that to the ground somehow. I'm thinking let's get just use some oak. Plunk those babies down right there in the corners, and go in here and make us some posts. Oops, and try to put it inside. Some fences. Just gonna need 2 because you get 3 a piece out of them, so that'll give us the 6 we need. 2 of them in there. Just go ahead and move this block out of the road so we can quick move that baby in there. Make this happen. 1 of them there, 2 of them there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. I mean, 1 there. There we go. Guess you can't be right up against the block. That, go ahead and might as well light this thing up a little bit. Nice and lit on the front. Go ahead and just put them right on the corners around here. Get rid of our dirt scaffolding. Don't need any critters cruising their way up there and hanging out on top of the shop. Go ahead and remove that one. We don't need that there. And that's our fish shop. All happy, go done, Skippy. Well, I guess, yeah, we're just about out of time. Let's see if we can't focus our camera to get what little bit of the world we have in us. We got the fish shop, we got the Lord's Wall, we got the cross, and yeah. Like, subscribe, leave some comments. Later.